Bondi, and I wanted to go on that TV show. Like, how cool would it have been?
What?
I don't think they
Bondi
film
Rescue?
in July.
Sorry about that. I'm scared. I can't swim.
Yeah.
Like, I'm Canadian. I know how to kind of skate. Can't swim. Oh no, there's a blue bottle jellyfish. I think
That touched your testy. Looks like the Bondi rescue dude's gonna have to suck.
Oh my, Reagan, let's be appropriate, please.
Golden Gate time.
Brody's gonna have to save your life.
Actual Brody is like the most Australian like lifeguard name ever.
Oh, so you guys actually watch that show?
No.
We play it on like when I'm at work. We have the TVs on, and it's on sometimes. So I like watch it with the subtitles on.
Do they film? Do they?
I love it.
Still film that show?
Yeah,
I swear.
Oh, shit.
I
Yeah, they
swear this.
do.
Okay, this
and there's
sounds.
Bondi Vet too.
This sounds bad, but I swear every time I watch that show, every like second like tragedy, it's some dude that came from China that's like gone outside of the flags, not a strong swimmer, and is drowned.
With his pants rolled up, like his trousers rolled up to his knees.
Yeah, and
Because
he's
they're
like,
I'll just go for a wade.
I'll just go for a swim, gets pulled under the current. I'm like,
They
Don't you
find the
watch
rip
this?
and go into it.
yeah, they're like, flags? Fuck those. Let's go around them. It's like,
Yeah.
obviously, so I think it's worldwide, but if you have to stay in between the flags are the recommended swimming zones, especially when you go out deep, because that's where like there's no rips or anything like that. And this is why you're
And that's
good.
where the lifeguards can monitor you.
This is where it's good to have you here. What exactly are like the riptides and stuff like that? Because you know that.
A riptide, for anybody that doesn't know, I study environmental science, so I do a fair bit of like coast and ocean things. But a riptide is not really a tide, contrary to the name that it gives you. But it's basically the flow of water. It's like, why are you doing that? So the water, it pulls back in a current, so it's a rip current really. It pulls back, so all of the water around it is really like calm, which is why people like to swim in rips, because there's no waves there. And it's because all of the energy is being pushed into this one strip, and it's being pulled back out. So that's where a lot of the sediment will get pulled out, so all the sand and things like that.
It kind of pulls you under, like
Yeah.
pushes
So
you in, like,
it's like the waves, all the energy is coming to this one line. Sorry, like a one line like that. And then like all the energy is coming in and it's being pulled way out. And it ends, like a rip always ends. So your options when you get caught in a rip are to either swim diagonally, which is what we always get taught as a kid. Like you swim horizontal.
How do you swim? What, swim like?
You don't ever swim against the rip because you will just get tired. You swim like, so you've got the rip there.
Okay,
you swim that way.
Say this is the beach. Right?
Yeah. That's
And
your shore.
Which way is the rip going?
So if that's your shore, the rip's going out to sea, right?
Yeah.
You should swim that way if you can, if you have the energy. And if not, your best bet is to literally just sit in the rip and go way out and just wait for it to end, because it will always end. And they never go out more than like kilometers or anything. It's only a couple, like 50 to 100 meters maybe. Like it's not very far.
How fast do they go?
Very fast.
Oh my
Very,
God.
very fast. But if you don't have the energy to swim, like obviously, I mean, not obviously, but if you have been caught in a riptide, you're perhaps not a very competent swimmer because you're not aware, like you're not at the beach all the time because you didn't see it. Cordell's putting his hand up. But your best bet is to literally just sit and let the rip take you and then swim around it to come back.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Alright. Imagine there's two rips. First rip, you get sucked out, and then you like try to swim back, and you get cut in another rip, and you get sucked out more. Shit.
So rips are only really a coastal thing.
Yeah.
So they won't be further out. Like when you're at the end of a rip, it's very unlikely that you'll put in another one.
Bit
But
unlucky.
if you are interested in anything like that, there's actually videos on YouTube, and what they do to test it is they put this soluble dye in the water, and you can watch the dye go out, and you can see how the rip works, which is really cool. So
That's
if
really
anybody
cool.
wants to look that up, I
Wow.
think that's really cool. There's my 2 cents.
That's why Megs is on the show mostly, so that she can translate scientific terms for me,
And that was the educational moment with me.
especially the environmental stuff. She would have a better knowledge about it. So
hope
when
so.
when
I've
we
studied
bring on
bloody hard.
Altari, Meg's really looking forward.
Embarrassing.
Meg's really looking forward to having Altari on. Because she's gonna be like knowledge, and her brain will, like her forehead will increase like mine. Mine's just full of nonsense, whereas hers will start increasing full of knowledge.
Well, I think it was the air that made your head expand a little bit too much.
No, that's rude. So yeah, so we
They didn't go to Bondi.
we didn't
Moral
go
of
to
the story.
Bondi, and you went to you left. So that was in that was 2015. That we went, which was
July 23rd. I left at 8 a.m. and I got back to Canada July 23rd at 7 a.m.
Oh my god! So our flights were messed up. That's like what last thing about Canada. Not Canada. I want to talk about is